Yeah, Sania, go to Eclipse. Yeah, launch it.
Oh,
You
I don't.
you already open file. No open file. Back, come back. Go to file and import. Yes, click on it and general. Yeah. So select existing projects into workspace. Yeah. Next, select our training folder. Browse. Yeah. Desktop and training. Yeah. Select the folder.
Like
That,
the.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, finish. Okay. Cancel it.
Cancel?
Yeah, cancel. We got the projects. Okay. Yeah, go to first example. Yeah. SRC package and take any example. Read from keyboard. Yeah. How to run this example? Yes. Yeah. Can you give number here? 2 numbers. Yeah. So you all said, right? How to import existing projects and how to create project.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Yeah, Kiran, still are you downloading the
Sir,
file?
still downloading, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
sir, still downloading, sir.
Yeah. Samsar has started the meeting, okay? I will explain later, Kiran and Raviteja. Meanwhile, downloading that zip
Yeah,
file,
okay,
okay? Yeah.
Okay.
Yasham, are you going to take or can I explain any doubts?
Yeah, go ahead. Anything is there? Complete that whatever you are doing, right?
Yeah, I have completed Sham. Actually, Ravteja and Kiran are still downloading the zip file. It will take time. I think a network issue. Okay. So I completed Kalyan and Sonia.
Okay. So right now everyone has Eclipse installed, right?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay,
Yes,
Natsima,
sir.
can you send that instruction to me also? I will also install that. Link, send me the link. That should be good enough. I know you might have sent it.
Yeah, I will send it, Sham.
Yeah.
You want to Eclipse link or project zip file, Sham?
Whatever they have installed, right? I just want to install myself on that in my computer too. Send me that GitHub
Yeah, I
link
have
or
already. Yeah, I have shared to link also, Sham, of a CC. I
me
think. Yeah, to me.
in the
Yeah,
in the email. Okay.
yeah, in the email, Sham.
Okay.
In that first
I'll,
time, in that first example, day one example, I have given that instruction, some Eclipse and all.
you copied me also, right?
Yeah, you and Raz.
Okay, maybe I. Mm,
Did you get the drive link, Sham? Google
I
Drive
know
link.
I might have received, but
Yeah, can I resend it?
if yeah, we can send because I have a lot of emails from you.
Yeah, sure. I can share it now.
Okay, so you are all set, right now, Narsima. So right
Yeah,
now, two people has to
I
install.
sent it, Sham, the mail.
Yeah, I got the email. Yeah.
Yeah.
Two people has to install.
Yeah, sir.
Okay, you people can
Downloaded
take.
that zip file, and I have shown how to import existing projects into Eclipse and how to run it.
Okay, I got the link from you, Narasimha. I was able to. I'm all set with download also. I will take care of this one. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so other people can work afterwards, install it, it. Even if you don't know, just try yourself, try to install and watch some YouTubes and try to do it yourself. If not, then we can see tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Narasimha, if you want to drop off, you can drop off. If you might have other work, right? It's
Yes.
fine. So one question I want to ask Narasimha, I know that you made that online compiler,
Yes.
right?
Yes, sure.
So you have using the Java C or you using the Java shell in the background?
I think we have some library, Sham. I have done coding with the Java X libraries. Yeah.
Okay. So that is a web service, huh? Whatever you build, web service.
Yeah. Spring Boot REST API with React.js.
So the user interface, whatever you have shown to me, that is itself is the React.js, huh?
Yeah, self
Okay.
React.js. I didn't do any stylings for that. So you have told to me just it basic POC, right? So
Yeah,
it is,
basic
yeah.
POC should enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I enter the text area, some Java code, it will like give output and also errors, everything will be thrown out, right? You
Yeah,
get
sure.
everything.
Do
Okay.
you want to show me just a quick?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah. You use Java compiler class. Okay.
Fine.
Is it a Spring Boot application right now?
Spring Boot applications.
Okay. Yeah, you can run it.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
good.
a compiler from the Java X tools.
Okay. Okay, good.
And can I change here? It will also.
Yeah, I changed something. Yeah, perfect. This is what I want. Yeah.
Can I stop?
Yeah, that is enough. Yeah, this is what I was expecting. And it is a React.js, but you have not added a styling anything. It's
Yeah,
fine,
yeah.
basic.
So if you want
Yeah.
to, I will do the proper styling for the strip.
Yeah, right now that is enough for the research actually.
Yeah.
Thanks, Natsima. Take care.
Yes.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get started. The reason we have having to make sure that your Eclipse is up and running. Going forward, we have been running from the command prompt, all the running the Java and executing the Java. But going forward, we'll be writing the code on the Eclipse. And we'll try to compile in the Eclipse as well as we'll run the code in the Java Eclipse itself. So I would recommend everyone make sure that learn Eclipse, how to use this tool. There's a lot of YouTube videos are there, as well as if you go to Eclipse documentation, learning one integrated development editor is very important to write a Java code, because that editor will help you to helps to write your code very fast, and also it helps you to give some suggestions what kind of a line you should be writing, what method you need to pick. It will give a lot of suggestions for you. So install that Eclipse and make sure that go through the file and edit and a lot of menu options in the Eclipse. Try to understand yourself. As you make a progress, as you're running every day, we are working on the Eclipse. You learn the Eclipse how to use also, but having the Eclipse is very important. Learning the Eclipse. So can we start as we discussed on last Friday? I have given one exercise actually, the homework. Do you people able to do that homework? Able to complete the homework, or is anyone
Yes.
completed the homework?
Yeah.
Okay. How about Ravi Teja and Kiran and Kalyan?
Sir, I'm getting some errors while creating if and else class, sir.
So you are getting some errors on that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm still working
Sonia,
on it.
yeah. How about Ravi Teja, Kiran?
I am also working in examples, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I got some errors, sir.
Okay. So Sonia, I'll drop an email, or can you send that? Can you send that whatever the code you written to the people, right? So that they can take a reference also.
Sure. How do I send it?
In the chart, right? Click on chart.
Okay, 1 second.
I'll show to you. Do you want click on the chart? There is a icon in the bottom. You see that file, upload file.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Upload file.
You
Okay,
see that
1
file. Type message here, and there is a smile symbol. Add emoji. There is a file icon, right? Just click the file icon, choose from the computer, and send that code to everyone.
Okay.
Okay, they take a reference. So who wants to go presentation first? Ravi Kiran, Ravi Teja, Kalyan, Sonia, who wants to go first? This is the kind of a mock interview, and also present yourself, and we talked about Friday.
I would like to go first, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
I'm sharing my screen.
Yep, sure. Yeah, if 5 minutes time for you, Kalyan.
Okay. Okay. Hello everyone, this is Kalyan. Today I'm going to briefly explain about what we have learned in the past week. So the topics we discussed are the data types which are known as variables, arrays, operators, control statements, and classes and objects. If we go into variables are containers for storing data values. In Java, there are a lot of types of variables are there. For example, string. String is nothing but which stores text data, and it is surrounded by double quotes. After that, int is nothing but integers or numbers 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 without decimals. For decimals, we have float, which can be used for decimals. After that, characteristics, which stores single characters like such as A or B, like that, in a single quote. After that, we have Boolean type data type, Boolean data type. Boolean is nothing but a statement which states whether the statement is true or false. Arrays are used to store the data like in row wise and column wise. To declare an array, we define it in square brackets. After coming that, main important things is operator. Operators are used to perform operations of variables and values. Mainly, there are arithmetic operations, assignment operations, comparison operators, logic operators, and bitwise operators. As we talk about arithmetic operators, they are nothing but addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, like so. Mainly, we use increment and decrement operators. After coming assignment operators, which are equal to, plus and equals, minus and equals, multiply and equals, divide and equals, like so. Here we can see some examples. X is equal to 5, x is equal to 5. X plus equals to 3, which is x plus 3, like so. After comparison operator, they compare the left hand side data and the right hand side data, which are equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Here we can see x is equal to y. After coming to logical operators, logical and, logical or, logical not. Logical and returns true if both statements are true. Like either here x is greater than 5 and x is greater than 10. So we logic output will be true. Example here. Control statement. There are mainly 3 types of control statements in Java. If statement, switch statement, decision making statements, loop statements, and jump statements. In decision making statements, there are 2 types: if statements, switch statements. In loop statements, we have do while loop, for each loop. And in jump statement, we have break statement, continue statement. And mainly the most important topic, classes and objects. Java is basically object-oriented programming language. Everything in Java is associated with classes and objects. Like, for example, if we take car as an object, there are many methods to explain about car. Like we can take about its length, width, number of tires, engine type, number of seats it contains. Like this all comes into methods. And a class is like an object for constructor, or we can call it as a blueprint, like what is going to be in this coding. And that's it. Thank you all.
Very good, Kalyan.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Anyone want to ask any questions? Technical questions to Kalyan? Please go ahead.
No question.
I'll start with Kalyan. What is the difference between the class and object?
Class, we define what we are going to discuss in the whole coding, son, in the whole language by single word. Like it's like an header. It's like the chapter name.
What is it, how the objects can be created? Which keyword they use object to create?
Like we name the class on the basis of the objects, son.
What is the operator you use, keyword, Java keyword you use to create object?
There are many methods, right, sir?
No, there is a one method, one keyword, new. You see that
New,
object
yes, sir.
car is equal to new
New.
object name, right? New keyword used to create
Yes.
object, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you know what is the difference between constructor and method?
Constructor and method.
In the
No,
class,
sir.
we have a constructor and method, right? Do you know what is
Yes,
the
sir.
difference between constructor and method?
No, sir.
Constructor will help you to create an object, and method is one of the function in the class.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. Sonia, Kiran, Ravita, you can ask any questions because that's how it's like a group learning practice. Okay, so Kalyan, I do see that you have presented well, and also you covered the topics whatever you know, and you presented very well. There is no doubt about it, and also theoretically you have understand the concept. Whatever you documented is perfectly good, and your communication is good. The way you are speaking is good. One suggestion I would think is that you need to be a little bit of increase your tone and speak more confident. Little bit of confidence will help you to make the presentation more attractive. Okay, pitch your voice. That is the only thing. Pitch your voice.
Okay, sir. Will improve
That
it
will
next time.
helps to the confidence. Okay, you have the knowledge, but you're speaking with a low voice. I'm perfectly fine, but that will come with an experience and knowledge. Speak little bit of confident way.
Okay, sir.
That is what I want to see
I
for
will
next
improve
week again.
myself. Thank you, sir.
Okay, and
Okay.
record yourself in a phone, whatever you are speaking, and re-listen how you do be thinking. What is a mistake? That is the best teacher for you. Record this session yourself whenever you get a free time, and watch yourself. Present this in the phone, and as if you are presenting to a lot of people. Record it and watch yourself.
Okay, sir. I will improve for next time, sir.
Let's go to Raviteja.
Sir,
Yeah,
sir,
go ahead,
is
Raviteja.
Rajay ready?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
sure.
In few days, before which I will learn to what is Java and apprentice what is method, some data variables and control statement in programming. I will learn, sir. Now to explain. In previous topics discussed data type variables, arrays and operations, control statements, class and objects. So I simply tell, sir, First of all, I will tell to data variables. Data variables is nothing but string, int, float, and boolean is there, sir. String is nothing but values are surrounding the double quotes, that is semicolon. Int is nothing but integers, one, maybe numbers, 1, 2, 3. And the next float is nothing but such as pointed numbers, that is 22, 20, and 1:1. Boolean means stores values of two states, true or false. Next, arrays. Arrays means multiple of single variable square brackets. That is a public static wide main string arrays. That was arrays means. Next, operators. Mainly operators are used to perform variables to perform the operations. That is Java divide the operators. Next one, arithmetic operators. That is a plus or minus and is equal to and divided by and plus and addition and subtraction. That not only is arithmetic operations. Next one, and last under the control statements. So the control statements are types of control, that is loop statements, jump statements, and the making statements. Last on the class and before classes, last class and objects. Java is a object oriented programming language. That is like what a class like an object and a constructor blueprint creating the objects. In what in before I have to learn what in search the Google, what is JDK and what is the JVM and what is the JRM. So JDK means Java Development Kit, and the JRE means Java Runtime Environment, and JVM means Java Virtual Machine. That's what, sir.
Okay, very good, Aviteja. Did you put a presentation or you're just talking?
Just talking, so I will route the notes, sir.
Oh, you have not put the presentation. Okay.
Yes, yes. I will write the notes and I will examples will run the Google, sir.
Yeah. So always put a presentation and the
Yes, sir,
way
yes, sir.
Kalan
sir.
did, right? I know you might not have a
Okay,
time, but the reason
okay, sir.
I'm asking that way is that is a kind of a different kind of a skill. It is not related to Java. It is a personality development skills. That's where I'm covering as part of technical aspect. You got to present
Okay.
it to the people. Okay.
Okay,
One
sir.
review comment, what I am seeing that in between you are saying that sir means that you are not presenting to me, you're presenting to the everyone. And you don't need to say sir to me, sir also word, right? Every time. As if you are presenting to 100 people, 200 people. That's how you should think. And you don't need to mention that kind of words in between. And I do see that gaps here and there in the presentation, right? While you are talking. Have you written down what you need to speak? Did you write down in the paper before this
Yes, sir.
call?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What you want to speak, have you written in the paper? Not the technical stuff. I'm thinking, this is how I need to speak. This is how I need to speak. This is my first word. This is like any rough work you have done in the paper.
Yes, sir. First, I will first of all class and before ending class, I will try to
Okay.
some words. What is the Java? Java is the what is main? What is mainly Java? How to setting the path? That's like I.
Okay. I do see that the way you are talking in the communication way, right? we are able to understand you. That is a very, very plus sign for you. Okay, that is a very positive sign. Means that as audience, we are able to understand what you are speaking. And also we are able to understand your content, what you are speaking. And also the technical part you have covered. That is the one thing. Only the negative sign, what I am thinking is that you got to be, as I mentioned to Kalyan, similar way, same comment I'm mentioning here too, little bit of more confident of speaking. And you don't need to say the SAR, like, as if you think that you are blindly presenting to 100 people. Record today's, after this class, without forgetting, record on your, whatever you have just described, record on your phone and store it and listen it afterwards 2-3 times. Again, next week, we will have this, do the same exercise again. I want to uplift that skills.
Okay.
Yeah. Kiran.
Sir,
Can you go ahead, Kiran?
sir,
Are you ready? Or you need are you prepared for this one or you're not prepared?
I am not prepared, sir. PPT.
You're not prepared. Okay. Can we prepare for tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that's good. Sonia, can we go ahead?
Yeah, let me just share my screen. Can you see this?
Yep.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Sonia, and I'll be presenting an introduction to Java programming. I'll be going over the essential concepts you need for defining the structure and behavior of objects in Java. So I'll start with talking about classes, objects, and variables. A class in Java is a blueprint for creating objects. It defines a data structure and the behaviors that the objects created from the class can perform. For example, a simple class definition could be public class person. In this, the class name is person. Classes help us organize our code and model actual real-world entities in our programs. An object is an instance of a class, and it is created using the keyword new. For example, we can create an object of the person class with person1 equals new person. So in this case, the object that I created was person. Objects are used to represent and manipulate data within a program, allowing us to interact through code with actual real-world situations. Variables in a class are known as instance variables. Each object instance holds its own values for these variables. For example, in our person class, we might have variables like string name, int age, string phone, string gender, string location. These variables store and manage data specific to each object. A method in Java is a function defined in a class that describes the behaviors of objects created from the class. Methods allow us to perform actions and manipulate the object data. For instance, we might have a method person, might have a method in our person class to print the age category of a person based on their age. This method uses conditional statements like if else to determine and print the age of the person. The compilation process in Java involves converting Java code into bytecode using the JavaC compiler. It essentially just translates the Java code, which is readable for humans, into bytecode. That way we can actually understand what's going on. For execution, after compiling, we run the compiled bytecode using Java Virtual Machine, which interprets the bytecode and executes the program on different platforms. To recap, we've covered the basics of Java programming, including classes, objects, variables, methods, and the process of compilation and execution. And the reason why I went over these concepts was because they're very fundamental for Java programming and they lay the groundwork for doing even more advanced topics. Thank you for your time, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. That's all.
Thank you, Sania. Very well, you presented, and I don't have much to provide inputs. You are perfect. There is no issues at all. Ravi Teja and Kalyan, anyone wants to ask any questions to Sonia? I want to ask one question because that's how questioning will be help you. Can you ask one question? Any questions, whichever you like to ask?
Yes, sir. I would like to ask a question.
Yeah.
Like Sonia, can you define like a method and
What?
can you define me method?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A method in Java is a function that is defined in class, which basically describes the behaviors of an object created from the class. So for instance, in this method, we're talking about like printing the age category of that person. So here it's if a person is less than the age of 18, it's a kid. Over the age of 65, it's a senior citizen, and otherwise it's an adult. So the method here is that print age category, and the behaviors of the objects are the if-else statements. So what they basically describe.
So how many methods are there we can use?
There are various methods. It depends on the context of the program that you're running. I didn't like go in depth of each specific method. Instead, I did it in context of the examples that we were supposed to have run today.
We can write as many methods we can.
Yeah.
Kalyan.
Yes.
There's no limit. There's no limit in
Yeah.
a class. But having a more than 5,000 lines of code of a class is not a good thing.
Yeah.
We need to split into multiple classes. Okay, Ravi
Okay.
Teja, any questions you want to ask?
No
I want to
questions,
ask
sir.
one question. Ask any question. That way you will get different kind of skill asking questions.
Okay, sir. Why you mentioned the class, sir?
Why did I mention
Sonia,
the class
why
name?
should it? Yeah,
Um,
that is way. Okay.
so class is the reason why we mention it is because it's very important just for creating the actual objects we want, because without having it, we can't say or exactly explain the behaviors of the objects themselves. So if you didn't have like a class name called person to describe what person is supposed to do, then it wouldn't make any sense, firstly, to the person trying to read the program, as well as to the JavaScript itself, as it needs a way to just organize the code and define a data structure for it.
Okay.
Thank you. Kiran,
No, sir.
no questions?
Yes.
Okay. Sure. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you for knowledge. So we'll be doing this exercise next Monday also. Just prepare for all your side from your side. Okay.
Okay.
So today I'm going to teach some other topic. I'm going into the deeper into the classes and objects. This week, whole week, we'll be talking about classes, objects only. So today we are going to talk 4 important concepts. Like, we always say object-oriented concepts, object-oriented programming. We always say that. What is object-oriented? In the object-oriented, there are the 4 concepts, main concepts we need to follow. Any object-oriented programming, we need to do it. One is the encapsulation and abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism. So the words make you a little bit of different and new to you, but it is every day you are doing it in your life, day-to-day life. Encapsulation is the process of wrapping a code data together into a single unit. So what is encapsulation here? Java class, we are wrapping a code and data together into a single unit. We wrap them into single unit, encapsulation. The meaning of encapsulation is we are tightening into one logical unit. So as a given example previously, when you go to grocery store, generally you buy tomatoes and vegetables and fruits. You can carry them individually, or you put them into one bag and you can bring to your home, right? You do it always. So you encapsulate it into a bag, all your vegetables, groceries. Assuming that you have such bags, 20, what do you do? You can carry them 20, right? Same bags, means 20 bags you have. You need to bring them home. You can't carry them. So you take a big cardboard and you put it into everything into one cardboard and you bring that home. So you encapsulate again on top of it. Means that first we have vegetables, groceries, you put it in a bag, you carry it small in it, but you have a lot of bags. You put it everything into one big cardboard and bring it to them. Assuming that you have 20 cardboards like that, you can bring again 20 cardboards. Again, you take these 20 cardboards into wrap it in any one of a container, and you can ship that container to your home. Assuming that you have a lot of containers like that, you hire one truck, you put it everything into the container of truck, you carry to them, to your home or wherever it is. Means that you have been encapsulating every day. So you might have seen that the big ship, the transporting the goods from one country to another country. You see that ship, you can visualize a picture of the ship where you see a containers. Within the container, you have a lot of goods within that. And you bring everything into the, so you encapsulated all the information into one big container. So you say container, hey, this is take the container. Maybe you want to sell hundreds of tons of tomatoes to different country. You put it in a container. Hey, this is the container of tomatoes. You just say that. So what I'm trying to say here is encapsulation means you are small pieces wrapping together into a big single unit is called encapsulation. This is the one of the object-oriented principle. When you are writing a program, you need to write like that way. Encapsulated. Why you need to encapsulate? So that easy to use and also easy to reuse also again and again. I will come to that, how to use again on these things. I will pause here to digest the knowledge here. This is how we write a code. Right now, we have taught you up to class, wrapping a data, functions, methods, constructor. Tomorrow, we may wrap all the classes into another unit, which is called package. We will teach you, we'll talk about the packages soon. So many classes will be there in one package. Next one is the abstraction. Hide all unnecessary information and show only necessary information to user integration point. So generally you go to the outside and you come back home. Maybe you went to write exam, you come back to home. Your parents might ask how was the exam? You say one word, it is good, you'll say, or it is bad, it is okay. You don't need to give all the details to your friends or families, You just say that, yes, I did good, or okay, I've done. You give only the necessary information. You know exactly in your brain how the exam happened, what is the complexity involved, what questions you have received it. You abstract everything and you just tell them this is what it is. So here I have given an example as an exam so that you people can connect easily. But take an example, real car key. So you just put a key into the car or a key into the car key or motorcycle. You just start it. Car will start and engine will up and running. The motorbike will start and engine will up and running. As a user, do you know what is happening when I put a key? Do you ever think about it? How this engine is starting, how the gas is going into the engine, how it is. So the designer of the engineer who designed this car system, they say that they hided everything, all the unnecessary information to the user as a driver. Just give a key, you just put like this, engine will start. See how this thought process helps to help. Otherwise, you need to put a fuel and you need to switch on the fuel tank, and again you need to plug the battery, and you need to do a lot of things in the behind the scene. The engine key is doing it. In the programming, we will use a similar kind of concept. We'll hide all the complexity and we just give some of the input information and you get it. We have to develop a code in such a fashion. We need to use the abstraction as much as possible to hide the complexity to the end user. I will tell you how we will be using in the real life. You are using it in the software also real life. In the WhatsApp, I give an example again. You just type a text message and enter the send button. The message goes to your friend or family members. You don't even know how the logic inside works for you. They are abstracted everything, like a car key, and they give a car key starts the car. You just type a message and click the button. We don't know how the WhatsApp is doing behind the scene. You don't even know that. When you are the developer of a WhatsApp, you need to think, hey, I don't need to bother my user, what I'm developing. I need to abstract everything, thinking process. I need to give the small, useful thing to the people so that they can use just like this, that magic will happen behind the scene. Me as a developer should think like that way so that I want to make my software as easy as possible to the end customer. Is it make sense? You understand? I'm just trying to change your thought process in your brain when you are writing a code. When you are writing any code, not only a software of Java, any programming, what you're doing it. You can apply this thing to real life as well as real life also. These kind of things. Encapsulation, abstraction. You are using it every day, day to day. You don't even know them. They call them as encapsulation. They call them as abstraction. I will pause here before I go. If there are any questions from anyone here, feel free to ask any questions you have. Yes. Next, go to the inheritance. Inheritance is a mechanism that allows a class to inherit the properties and behavior from another class. So you define a parent person class, right? A person has a name, age, and everything. You can define one more class and be on the bottom of that, like a person define a person called a different class called Sham. Sham will inherit the class of person. It means that Sham is a human being, is a type of person. You already define a person. And what are the basics of the person? Everyone will have a name, everyone will have an age, everyone will have a date of birth, everyone will have their basic things of the person. But what will be the Sham as a special? Maybe my education qualifications are different as a Sham, or I have other special skills, or a person have a different kind of a problems. So you define those things in the Sham class. So generally, like in the real life scenario, you inherit a lot of things from your father, mother. Like when you born, like maybe you look like a father, you say you look like your mother. So you inherited a lot of things. And also assuming that some of the property, Suppose your father has constructed he has some wealth, and tomorrow, like, he will give some property to their children, inherit the property. You inheritance, this is called inheritance property, because he gives some property to you if he has it, or he or mother or father mother has given, hey, give it to my children. They always give the property to their parents. So ultimately I'm saying inheritance means you always inherit from something top, super. Again, you give this knowledge to your family members or your kids tomorrow in the future, in the real life. Similar way, when you are developing a class, you need to think, hey, what is the common functionality of this class? Can you make that as a one class? And I can define another class. Within that, I have my own things. Take an example of animal. I define a class called animal first. I'm not talking about here a cat, or I'm not talking about a dog. Animal is animal thing. I define animal. I write all the methods of animal, all the attributes of all the variables, whatever the animal has. Now I want to write a dog class, public class dog, which extends the animal class. Means that dog have a special kind of a mechanism. The way the dog makes sound is different versus a cat. But the dog also have a 4 legs, cat also have a 4 legs. The 4 legs is both are same for dog or cat. You put it in the animal class. They cannot speak. You put it in the animal class. But the way the dog will make sound is different versus cat. Or if you go to lion, it makes different kind of sounds. So you define those things in your specific classes, which is called a dog class, cat class, or a lion class. But most of the methods you'll push it from the animal class. Why we need to do is we are reusing the code. Means that instead of that, legs, int animal legs, if there is a one defined variable, is equal to 4. That is, you don't need to change that. It's always 4. Animal cannot have more than 4 legs. Suppose if you don't have animal class, cat class, you need to write, you write int legs is equal to 4. Again, in the dogs class, int legs is equal to 4. Again, lion class, int leg is equal to 4. You write same variable 3 times. Instead of that, put into animal class, int legs is equal to 4. All classes will inherit from animal. Means that whatever the variables are available in animal will be available to the dog class also. That is called inheritance. Second one is the polymorphism. Poly means many. Poly means many. It is the ability of something to take on many forms. You might have seen your many forms in your day-to-day life. Can you give an example? What are the many one of the forms you can think of it?
Thicknesses,
Yeah.
like you can have a cold or
Yeah.
the
So here I given this example, right? So the human is same. You as a person is same. Like, when you have, like, happy moments, you behavior is different. When you are in a anger moment is different. You show, like, different kind of a behaviors based on the certain conditions. But thing is, it is only one thing, but you always change it. A human will change it based on the conditions. It means that what it make you to happy, what it make to anger. Suppose you are sitting idle quiet. Very good morning, you're quiet. Someone's come and tell you some news to you, which will make you happy. You behave happy. You change your behavior. You will be so happy more. Someone will come and tell you something like, sad news or something, someone try to irritate you. You change your all of a sudden your behavior. You went in anger mode. So the person is saying here, something has inputted to your brain with the words or actions. And as soon as the inputs here is a words or action. Two, they might have say something to you. that you are listening into your brain will work like that way. You show a happy face. Or someone has shown some kind of things to you, your eyes have observed it and went into your brain, you show an happiness. Similar way, someone has tell something wrong to you, you get an anger. Or someone has shown you something, you get an anger. The inputs are your words or action. Like the way you write a program, you take input parameters. It's two parameters you take in it, or one parameter. You read the parameter. If it is something is make you happy, you change the logic of your code. If conditions. If it is bad, you write else conditions. The same function works in different directions. That's called poly means many forms. I will tell you in the real examples as you make a progress how this will work. This is a very, very important functionality. We will write it. Any Java code you write starting from today. Hey, did I encapsulate it well? Did I provide an abstraction? Did I inheritance? Did I write the code with inheritance? Did I implementing a polymorphism? Do you really need to implement a polymorphism here? You need to think not only Java code, you write Python code, you write any code in your life as a programmer. You need to follow these concepts. When you write a code by following this concept that you are going to write a code with the less number of lines of code and more efficient way of writing the code and using less memory in the computer and which works very fast. That's how you should be thinking from now when you're writing a code. Did I encapsulate it well? Did I abstract it well? Did I inheritance well? Did I use a polymorphism? Do you really need a polymorphism to use? There is advantage and disadvantage using too much of polymorphism again. You need to apply these things in your writing a code. You can apply these things in your day-to-day life also, if you can think in a common sense way. Do you understand the four concepts of object-oriented principles? This when the program is satisfy this kind of thing, this is called object-oriented programming. C is not object-oriented programming. HTML is not an object-oriented programming. Java is an object-oriented. Python is an object-oriented. JavaScript is object-oriented. C++ is an object-oriented programming. In order to do all this kind of principle to satisfy, they came up with a tool called class. They came up with a tool called object to satisfy all these things. That's how the inventor of the Java, hey, I want to develop a Java code to follow these things, but I need to have some tools, right? So you want to put a nail into a wall, you need to have a tool like a hammer is needed. And you need energy. So these things only you can put a nail into a wall. Like the way to satisfy these things, you need a tool which is called class and object. That's how they are working on it. That's how they have designed Java. I'm spending here more time so that you need to have a fundamentals strong in your brain. Can I go ahead to next slide if you are good?
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, inheritance inheritance means we give a class name, right? And then we put what comes into the class, like an object. Is that right, sir?
You write a class.
Yes.
You write a
Like
class.
animal,
Yeah.
and then
You write a class called animal.
yes,
Generally use a new keyword to create object, right?
yes,
So what you do is we write a class animal, you write another class called dog, public class dog. You use a word called extend. Extend word, you use it, and you put an animal class. So you're building a relation between one class to another class. I'm covering that examples in the next subsequent rise, in the programming wise. I'm talking here conceptual wise here.
Okay, sir.
Inheritance, try to understand what inheritance. Something you inherited from the topmost.
Okay, sir.
So Java methods and functions. We know that Java methods. We already talked about Java methods. Two ways we pass an argument or parameter to method. One is passed by value and is passed by reference. Means that passed by value. When something has entered into the method, suppose you send in a salary is equal to 1,000 rupees. You pass that parameter into method. You might have added a bonus is equal to 200. Suppose total salary is equal to 1,000 rupees plus 200. Now total salary is become 200 rupees. So you're passing a value into that method, and that method will not, that data is not going to be changed once the method is exit, passed by value. So here you see that a class test, a method is there, int I, int j, I is equal to, you see this operator, you know this operator, right? Multiply by 2, j is equal to division divided by 2, like this. So they're manipulating some data. So public static void, you create an object of test by using new keyword. Int a is equal to 12, b is equal to 15. So you pass the a and b, you printed first a is equal to 15, b is equal to 20. So what you did is a is equal to method is equal a and b. You pass this. So you pass a and b, and it went into this a and b. It does some manipulation. Something happened here. After that also you are printing a and b. So the values of a is equal to 15, b is equal to 15 is no effect here. Means that the data of a is equal to 15, b is equal to 20, before you call this method, after this class, call this method is identical. Means a you passed here, it went here, I, b will become a j, and I is equal to multiply into 2. 2 into 2, something like that. Into 2 means 15 into 2 this is. 15 into 2 become I is equal to 30. And b is equal to 20, right? 20 divided by 2, maybe it will be 10. Something happened, changes happen here. But after that also, you don't see any change in this one. This is passed by value. Primitive types, whatever the primitive types you pass them, which is called, we talked about primitive types are int, float, boolean, double, char, all these things are primitive types. Whenever you pass a primitive types, they always by value, pass by value. They pass the value, they don't pass the reference. What is pass by reference? So public test is equal to int I, int j, a is equal to I, b is equal to j. We'll pass an object here. I'm passing a test object again. The same class I'm passing here. A dot a is equal to divided by multiplication by 2 and 2 here. So we are passing a reference here. I created object test and I pass 15 and 20 as a constructor. 15 and 20, a is equal to 15, b is equal to 20. Now I printed that 15 and 20, printed them 15 and 20, because a and b are 50, 20, and I pass the object ob, object created, method created, and I pass the same object. Here I'm passing a primitive types. Here I'm passing object, same object I passed. So within that, they manipulated the data. After that, I printed again a and b. The data has been changed here, 30 and 40, 30 and 10. So here you see this method, I am passing an object of the same class, test object. This class I'm passing it. So this object is being called, passing from here means this object. This object, what is the data? 15 and 20. It went first, 15 and 20. A is equal to 15, B is equal to 20. So this variable is A is equal to 15. This is 20. Means this object OB dot A is equal to 15, OB dot B is equal to 20. Right? Up to this year, we're clear. Then I call this function OB is object dot method, but I pass the same object again to that. So what it did is here, O dot A multiply into 2. 15 multiplied by 2 is 30. And O dot B divided by 20, like 20 divided by 2 is 10. This variable A has been changed to now 30, B has been changed to 10. But initially what you have, A is equal to 15, B is equal to 20. Here, this one changes this to A is equal to 30, B is equal to, so I printed afterwards a reference and the value has been changed. This is called pass by reference. Whenever you pass by reference, you always pass an objects. You don't pass a primitive types. What is the primitive types? Int, float, double, boolean, char, all are primitive types. When you pass the primitive types here, there is no change here. But when you pass an object, reference, object data going to be changed, reference. This is the two concepts in the when you're passing a parameter to a Java method. Pass by value, pass by reference. It's simple to understand. Whenever you pass a primitive type into method, that can be changed. The data is not going to be changed outside of data. But when you pass a method, when you pass an object to a method, if the data is changed in the method, the whole data, the reference are going to be changed. The data also going to be changed. So you just need to understand when you are writing a code, this kind of concepts. I hope you understand this pass by method, pass by value. Any questions from anyone? Please let me know. I'm stopping for today's session.
Sir, I somewhat didn't understand pass by reference. Sir. I have doubt in
Okay.
pass by reference.
You have not understand the pass by reference, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's run through the class, right? Test OB is equal to new test. We pass the number 15 and 20, right? This is a constructor. We are calling the constructor. And this 15, this is the constructor of the test class. Int I, int j, I has been assigned to A, this variable. J has been assigned to B. So I pass 15, 20. So what is the value of A here? 15.
15.
Well, value of B is 20, right? Is it clear so far?
Yes, sir.
I printed that A and B. It shows 15, 20. How I printed? Object dot, which variable they are?
Yes.
Instance variable, instance of the class. OB dot A, OB dot B is equal to 15, 20. You are clear up here, right?
Yes.
Then I call this method. If you want to call this method, object dot method I can call, right?
Yes.
Object dot method I call. But what I passed here, I
OB.
passed the same object here,
Object.
OB. OB dot method, again I'm passing the same object. OB dot method, but input I'm passing. Generally, I can pass a string. I can pass int. I can pass a float, double here, right? You see here? But I'm passing a same class object I'm passing it. Same object I passed. I passed a test object. Same object I passed here. It went to O. The way you are printing ob.a, ob.b is representing A and B. Again here O means this object, right? OB is become O here. O.a means I'm referring to same thing, this guy. O.b I'm referring to this guy. I'm changing the data here. O.a is equal to multiply by 2. A is already 15 and multiply by 2 is become 30 and using assignment operator. Now O.a I changing to 30. This constructor has set to 15a. Now this method, this class changing to 15, 30. Again O.b, b is equal to 20 right now. 20 divided by 2 is become 10. Now O.b, I use assignment operator which is equal to equals. Now it changed to 10. Now O.b is equal to 10 means that now A was 30, B is become 10 now. Now I printed the same thing. See this line of code, whatever you've written here, after the line of code is same for me. The values has been changed.
Yes, sir. I understood, sir.
The key thing here is I'm passing the same object here and I invoked the method. I pass object, it went here. Now this O and this OB both are same because I'm passing a reference here, right? Names has changed. Maybe I can write a B, OB also. It will be
B.
easy for you understanding. But
Mm.
this O and OB are both are same. And I use the O.a means OB.a. OB.a represents this. So here OB.a, how we use here also OB.a is equal to 2. OB.b is also is equal to OB.b. Both are same. I manipulated the data here. I made some changes to alter the data. Then it updated of the method is executed. It came out. Then it went to this line of code. I printed that. It changed to 3010. Simple answer is that instance variable, object instance variables get inside the method pass by reference. Reference has been passed by reference. Means you are passing a reference, not a copy here. Here, A is equal to 15b. I send the copy. 15. I set I is equal to 15. J is equal to 15. I set it. But I didn't pass a reference. There is no manipulation of this data. The data is identical here. Here data is been changed. Pass by reference. When I pass an object and the data is going to be changed in the method. Pass by value, primitive types. If I pass a primitive types to the functions, that will not be changed. Is it clear now, Kalyan?
Yes, sir.
Sonia and Ravi Teja, Kiran?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the one concept. Whenever you're writing a functions, you need to think. But as you make, it is a very simple concept. As you make a little bit of progress, then you easily understand these things. I'm stopping for today, and we'll cover tomorrow some other in the same classes and objects. We are going to talk tomorrow what is the recursive functions and what is the method overloading and what is static keyword, and we are going to talk about some of the final keywords. These things we are going to talk in the next class.
Sir,
Yeah.
object-oriented principles, first ones. Encapsulation.
Yeah.
Encapsulation.
Encapsulation is like, as I mentioned that packing everything into one single unit. Process of wrapping a code data together into a single unit is called encapsulation. So in this example here, so this is the int A, int B, and constructor and object. Everything has been packed into one class called test. It means that if you want to access this, you want to access A, B, I can encapsulate it already with the test class. With using this object, I can call everything. ob.a I get here, ob.b I get here, ob.meth I get this. So it is like a key to this class, like the way you have a key to your car to access the car, right? This is like a key. Object is like a key to enter into this class. So encapsulation is that building, clubbing, or packing everything into a class is called encapsulation. This is the concept.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone. Good day. I started recording from today, all the sessions. I will be sharing the recording sessions also as soon as the week is over. Last week, I couldn't record due to some technical issues, all the classes, but I will try to record one more time offline, and I will send those recordings also. But starting from today, I will be recording. If I don't record, just remind me in the class before class starts. I will record it, and on the weekends, then I will send the recording link so that you people can rewatch again.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Bye. Good day.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.